Hello, in lecture number 3rd of electronic component and signals, these are some outlines of lecture number 3rd. First outline is the types of signals, second one is the definition of analog signal and digital signal, third one is the definition of wavelength, frequency and amplitude, and fourth outline is the integrated circuit. Now, first one is the signal waveforms. There are different types of waveforms are available in electronics. First, we will study what is the meaning of signal. A signal is defined as any physical quantity that varies with time. Signal is defined as any physical quantity that varies with time. See here, this is the signal. There are two types of signal. This one is the analog signal and this one is the digital signal. This is the x-axis and this one is the y-axis. Signal is represented in time. On x-axis we denote as the time period and y-axis we represent as the amplitude. On y-axis we represented as the amplitude. Now here this one is the analog signal and this one is the digital signal. Looking here, this one is the digital signal. This is also x and this is also y. This indicates as the 1, this indicate as the 0, this indicate as the 1, this indicate as the 0. A signal is defined as any physical quantity that varies with time. Here this signal is varying with time period. In electronics, there are two types of signals are present. First one is the analog signal and second one is the digital signal. This is the graphical representation of analog signal and this one is the graphical representation of the digital signal. Digital signal are represented in 1010 format. This is the tree diagram of types of signal. There are two types of signals, analog signals and digital signals. Analog signal is represented sine wave and digital signal is represented in this fashion, also in the format of 0 1 0 0 1, 4 times 1 4 times 0. See here, 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 1. Look here, I am write this diagram like this: 0 1 0 0, 4 times 1 1 1 1 1 0 1. This is the graphical representation of this data. Now this is the definition of analog signal: a continuous time varying signal which represents a time varying quantity can be termed as an analog signal. Analog signal is the continuous time varying signal, while the digital signal is the discrete in nature. Analog signal is the continuous in nature. Look here, this is the time period T. Here this is the time period T. This one is the x axis, this one is the y axis. This one is the y axis. Here analog signal is varying with time period. Analog signal. Here analog signal is varying with time period. Analog signal is varying with time period. Here the amplitude of each point, amplitude of this 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 point is different, is different. This signal keeps on varying with respect to time period. In each time period, amplitude is will be different according to the instantaneous values of the quantity. See here, amplitude of this point is different, and this amplitude of this point is nothing but instantaneous values of the quantity which represents it. But in digital signal is a discrete in nature. This one is the digital signal. This one is the digital signal. In digital signal, amplitude is constant. Here 1, here 1, here 1, and this one is the 0, 0. This amplitude is each and every time only different with two values 1 and 0. So it is termed as a digital signal. This signal has individual values. Look here, this signal has individual values denoted separately. This value is separately denoted as a 1, this value is denoted separately as the 0, which are not based on previous values, which are not based on previous values, as they if are derived at the particular instant of time. Here the time period, this much time period having a value 1, this much time period having a value 0. This time period having a value 1, this much time period having a value 0. But in analog signal, each and every point, here the analog signal is right as it is. Continuously I am writing here. Continuously I am writing here. But digital signal is writing in this fashion. Digital signal writing in this fashion. So keep in mind, this signal keeps on varying with respect to time according to the instantaneous value of the quantity which represent it. Analog signal is used for low bandwidth signal. Analog signal is used for low bandwidth signal, while the digital signal is used for high bandwidth signal. Again I am repeat, analog signal used for low bandwidth signal. Low bandwidth signal. The BW is nothing but bandwidth, and digital signal is used for high bandwidth signal. High bandwidth signal. The example of analog signal is the sound signal. Sound signal is nothing but human sound signal. My signal is also example of analog signal, and digital signal having a example is the DVD, CD is an example of the digital signal. Analog signal is basically useful for low bandwidth signal, and digital signal is useful for high bandwidth signals. Now this is the waveform of the sine wave signal, and these are the waveform of the sine wave signals. Look here, this is the representation, time domain representation, and this one is the frequency domain representation. In time domain representation, according with time, the signal will be variable. In frequency domain, according with the frequency, the signal will be variable. Look here, these signals having a frequency 1 kilohertz. So total number of, this one is the T. T is nothing but time period. Number of cycles completed in 1 second. Time period is nothing but number of cycles completed in 1 second. Number of cycles completed in 1 second. In this time period, 2 cycles are completed. First one is the positive cycle. This is called as the positive cycle, and this one is the negative cycle. So in one time period, positive cycle and negative cycle will be transmitted. So having a frequency 1 kilohertz, and this frequency is denoted as the 1 kilohertz. Look here, in this cycle, this much is the time period T. Same as it is, this one is the time period T, this one is also time period T. In this time period T, how many cycles are completed? Here the This one is the positive, negative, positive, negative. So total cycles are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cycles are completed in 1 second. That is, this is the first cycle and this one is the second cycle. 2 cycles are completed in 1 second. So having a frequency 2 kilohertz, and in frequency domain representation here write as the 2 kilohertz. This is the time domain representation and this one is the frequency domain representation of the signal. Again I am repeat, t is nothing but time period and time period is nothing but number of cycles completed in 1 seconds. Now these are some definitions of wavelength, amplitude and frequency. This definition asks in theory exam. First one, this is the which type of signal? This is the analog signal. This is called as the wavelength. This is called as the amplitude and this one is the time period t or frequency. Now look the first definition of wavelength. Wavelength is denoted by lambda. Wavelength is denoted by lambda. And what is the definition of lambda? Distance between two identical points on consecutive waves. Distance between two identical points on consecutive waves. See here, distance between two identical points. This is the identical points. This is the identical points. The distance between two identical points on consecutive waves are called as the wavelength. Wavelength is denoted by which letter? Lambda. Now amplitude. What is the definition of amplitude? Distance between origin and crest is called as the amplitude. Distance between origin. This is the origin. Distance between origin. Distance between origin. Distance between origin to crest is called as the amplitude. Distance between origin and crest is called as the amplitude. Now, what is the definition of frequency? Frequency is nothing but number of cycles completed in 1 second. Look here, this is called as the frequency. Frequency. Why it is called as the? Because f is equal to 1 by t. 1 by t is nothing but frequency is inversely proportional to time period. We already know that frequency is inversely proportional to time period. This is the number of cycles. This number of cycles completed in 1 second or per second is nothing but time period or frequency, and frequency and time period is the relation f is equal to 1 by t. So frequency is nothing but number of waves, number of cycles completed in 1 second. Number of cycles completed in 1 second. Here 2 cycles are completed in 1 second. Now next definition is the speed, and speed is equal to, it is the multiplication of wavelength and frequency is nothing but speed. These are some waves or signals used in electronics technique. This is called as the sine wave. This is the damped sine wave. This is the graphical representation of sine wave and this one is the graphical representation of the damped wave. This one is the square wave. This is the rectangular waves. This signal is the sawtooth waves and this one is the triangular waves. Now these are some types of signal. We already studied sine wave, damped wave, square wave, rectangular wave, sawtooth signals and triangular signals. In your theory exam, ask for 2 marks. Draw the types, state the types of signals and draw its waveform of types of signals. For examples, draw the square waveform, draw the sine waveform, draw the triangular waveform, etc. Now fourth point of Lecture number 3 is the integrated circuit. Integrated circuit is abbreviated as IC. Integrated circuit is abbreviated as IC. And IC is a collection of electronic component. There is a collection of electronic components such as resistor, capacitor, transistors, etc. All these stuffed in a one chip and connected together to achieve common goal. All these resistors, transistors, capacitors are integrated in one chip is called as the IC. This is the symbol of IC. Practically IC is looking like this. This is the internal. Practically IC is like see in this fashion, but internal structure of IC is like this. IC is a integrated circuit. It is a set of transistors that is the controlled or brain of an electronic circuit. We already know that IC or chip in your mobile. There is also many number of chips are available. This is the main brain of your mobile. An input is received and output is sent out. In this internal structure of ICs, there are different types of resistor, transistor, diodes, capacitors are present. There are two types of ICs are available. The first one is the analog IC and second one is the digital IC. First one, analog IC. This is the definition of analog ICs. Those electronic circuit which converts physical or electrical parameter. Physical or electrical parameter which is continuous in nature into analog output. Any physical or electrical parameter converted into analog output signal is called as the analog signal ICs. Here the physical or electrical parameter. A physical or electrical parameter is converted into the analog output. Analog output is nothing but final output is in this fashion. Here the physical or electrical parameter is nothing but your voice, audio, video, picture, etc. is related to the physical parameter. The example of analog IC is the microphone. Here the microphone convert the sound signal into large number of sound signal with the help of mic. Now, digital IC, those electronic circuits which converts physical or electrical parameter continuous in nature into digital output. Here the physical or electrical parameter is nothing but your audio, video, text, etc. These are converted into the digital signal. Digital signal format is the 10111 is nothing but your digital signal. The example of digital ICs are the computer, mobile, etc. These are the example of digital ICs. These are some advantages of ICs. These advantages and disadvantages ask for theory paper. First advantages is the entire physical IC is extremely small than that of discrete circuit. The IC size is very small. Second advantage is the weight of an IC very less as compare entire discrete circuits. Third one is it is more reliable. Fourth one, because of their smaller size, it has lower power consumption. IC require the low power. It can easily replace, but it can hardly repair in case of failure. IC size is very small, so if any case it will be damaged, then it is easily replaced. Because of an absence of parasitic and capacitance effect, it has increased operating speed. Now, temperature differences between components of a circuit are small. It is has suitable for small signal operations. And next one is the reduction in power consumption is achieved due to extremely small size of ICs. If you will be write only 4 advantages of ICs. There is not required to write all these advantages, only simple 4 advantages write in your notebook. Now, these are some disadvantages of ICs. First one is the coils or indicators cannot be fabricated. Again I am repeat, disadvantages: inductors cannot be fabricated on IC because inductor size is very large. Second application disadvantages is the it can be handle only limited amount of power. Third disadvantages is high grade PNP assembly is not possible. It is difficult to achieve a low temperature coefficient. The power dissipation is limited to 10 watts. Power dissipation is limited. Inductor cannot be fabricated directly. Low noise and high voltage operation are not easily obtained by using ICs. These are some disadvantages. Any 4 simple disadvantages write in your notebook. Here lecture number 3 is completed. All these PPTs are write in your notebook.